All right. So Austin Don is up. He says, one of my clients just recently brought on a social media person. Today, that person tells me that he doesn't want me to post blog posts, videos, or anything else to any of the social media platforms. He says blog posts should stay on the blog. What's the best way for me to respond to this ridiculous demand? Yeah, that's,
Shout out real quick to Jordan. If you scroll down real quick or check it out, you can check out Jordan's response. I think that's pretty good, but
yeah, I agree. I read that earlier. Jordan says, go one level higher than him or her and tell their boss why it's vital. If the social media person won't listen, why would you write content you wouldn't amplify? And I agree with that. I would say the same thing as far as what Jordan says is I would go above them. I mean, you remember that whoever hired you for doing SEO hired you to do SEO. They didn't hire the social media person to do SEO. They hired you to do SEO, and social media plays a part in SEO. So, but SEO doesn't typically play a part in social media. In other words, you should be using social media to amplify, to promote the content that you produce because it helps with SEO. But the social media person doesn't have to really do anything for SEO. So my point is, you need. I agree with what Jordan said. Is go back to the person that hired you, and say that to them. Say, you hired me to do SEO. This helps with SEO. I understand your social media person wants to control all the social media. That's fine, but I would have the content get sent to them and make sure that they're publishing it then, at least, if nothing else. But again, I would remind the owner, the business owner, that the reason why they hired you is for your expertise and what kind of results you can achieve.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with what the guys are saying here. I would say that there are a couple of things that will impact the reach on, for instance, a Facebook post. So there are a couple of things that you can do, or that social media person could do, to actually still get content to the page and still get you the SEO benefits. For instance, if you're posting a link on Facebook, you know how the open graph will, Facebook will go in and crawl the open graph. So we'll bring the image, the title, and the description of the page, right? And if you have like a little bit of body copy and then you have the link and whatnot, that gets, let's say, X amount of reach. But if instead of doing that, you upload an image to Facebook and you keep everything else the same, you still put the link in there, it won't be a link post, it will be an image post, and that will boost the reach that those publications have. You still have that link going to that page from a social media post, but without interfering with the reach. So they're like a little bit of common ground. And at the end of the day, if you're talking about promotion, if you're talking about branding, you want to work hand in hand with this person, because at the end of the day, that person is trying to get buyers, leads, whatever, sellers on social media, while you're trying to get them on Google. And at the end of the day, you need to be working together, if that makes sense. So I do agree with that.
I would actually be a little more radical. Surprise, surprise. But that to me, this is tofu. Austin, this is Austin Don. If you're getting results and you've steadily been getting results through whatever it is that you do, and then comes the social media person, brand new, telling you what to do, then do the Jordan. But not only that, you go to the person that's above that, or the person who you sign the contract with, the person who you deal with, and you say, look, I'm getting you results. You want me to continue getting results? Get this person out of my way. Figure out another way to get this person in. As Hernan said, baby, you can cooperate, but never with this person telling you what to do. As Bradley said, social media person does not know SEO. They think that they do, and they think that they're God's gift to the SEO world, but they're not. They know how to be social. Your job is to get results, not to really be social, although it is part of the job, and you should have someone for that. To me, yes, it's going a step above, or to whoever it is that you need to go to. If you want me to keep getting results, I need this person out of my way. And if you don't, then I'll just walk away, because I can't work like this.
Yeah.
This is not how I work. This is not, when you and I talked, this was not part of the deal. And if this is going to include me having to go with this person and teach this person SEO, then I'm going to have to charge a whole lot more money for a consultation, because that's not in the work description. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I would say if the social media person doesn't want your posts being automatically published to the social media channels, that's fine. You know, there can be a compromise. The compromise should be in that case that the content still gets published to social media channels, but it gets done manually. So the social media person can dress it up, pretty it up, do whatever they want to do to it. But it should still be posted is the point. Right. So I agree with what Marco said. You know, you'd have to say, look, this wasn't part of the arrangement when we set the terms of our agreement. And now you've thrown this into the mix. So we're going to have to, you know, either rework the agreement or we're going to have to bring it back to what was originally agreed to. I agree with what Marco says.